Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Tonkatsu, the crispy, juicy Japanese pork cutlet you need to try. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, tonkatsu is a powerhouse of flavor and texture. This breaded, deep-fried pork cutlet has become a cornerstone of Japanese cuisine, loved for its simplicity and satisfying taste. With roots tracing back to the late 19th century, tonkatsu combines Western cooking techniques with Japanese flavors, creating a dish that's both familiar and unique. Whether served alongside shredded cabbage, rice, or a drizzle of tangy sauce, tonkatsu offers a delicious glimpse into Japan's rich culinary traditions. History of tonkatsu. Tonkatsu, the beloved golden fried pork cutlet, holds a unique spot in Japanese food culture. Its story, however, is not entirely Japanese. It's a culinary blend born from global influences and local ingenuity. Origins and Western influences. The roots of tonkatsu stretch back to the late 19th century, during the Meiji Restoration. This was a time when Japan began opening its borders to Western influences, technologies, clothing, and yes, food. Among these new culinary arrivals was cuisine à la française, particularly breaded and deep-fried dishes like cutlets. It's widely believed that European dishes such as schnitzel or cutlet inspired what would eventually become tonkatsu. Back then, Western cuisine in Japan went by the term yoshoku, essentially meaning Western-style food adapted for Japanese tastes. Restaurants began experimenting with local ingredients, turning the heavy, butter-rich recipes of Europe into something lighter and easier for Japanese palates. Pork, a meat already popular in Japan, replaced veal or beef from Western recipes. Simple breadcrumbs, flour, and eggs gave birth to the crispy coating we recognize today. Development in Japanese cuisine. As Japan developed, so did its food traditions. By the early 20th century, tonkatsu began stepping out of its Western shadows to become a distinctly Japanese comfort food. It was no longer just a foreign-inspired dish. It had been shaped by the nation's culinary rhythm. A major milestone was the pairing of tonkatsu with shredded cabbage, a staple side dish that perfectly cut through the rich, fried pork. This combination was first served in the 1920s at Ginza's Ringatai restaurant, one of Japan's pioneering yoshoku eateries. From there, tonkatsu only grew in popularity, served not just in restaurants but in homes across the country. Why did it catch on so strongly? Tonkatsu strikes the perfect balance between hearty and approachable. It's quick enough to cook on busy nights but also indulgent, making it ideal for special occasions. Over time, variations like katsudon, tonkatsu served over rice with egg, and tonkatsu curry emerged, cementing its place in Japanese comfort food culture. Today, tonkatsu isn't just a dish. It's a testament to Japanese adaptability. What was once inspired by Western dining now firmly belongs to Japan's culinary identity. Ingredients of tonkatsu. The foundation of a perfect tonkatsu lies in its ingredients. From the cut of pork to the crispy coating, every element plays a role in achieving its iconic flavor and texture. Let's break it down step by step. Pork cutlet varieties. The star of tonkatsu is the pork itself, and the cut makes all the difference. Typically, two cuts are popular. Loin, roshukatsu. This cut is slightly fatty and rich, delivering a juicy and flavorful bite. Its balance of meat and fat ensures a tender texture that melts in your mouth. Tenderloin, hayakatsu. Leaner and more delicate, this cut is ideal for those who prefer a lighter option. While it lacks the fattiness of the loin, tenderloin makes up for it with its soft and smooth texture. Both cuts offer their own unique experience, so the choice boils down to personal preference. Whether you enjoy a richer taste or a leaner profile, there's a tonkatsu for everyone. Breading and coating ingredients. The golden, crispy exterior is one of tonkatsu's defining features. Achieving the perfect crunch comes from the layering technique and quality of the coating ingredients. Flour. The pork is lightly dusted with all-purpose flour first. This creates a barrier, helping the egg stick evenly to the surface. Egg wash. The second layer is beaten egg, which acts as a glue for the breadcrumbs. Panko breadcrumbs. Unlike regular breadcrumbs, panko is lighter and airier, ensuring an extra crispy crust. Made from crustless bread, panko absorbs less oil during frying, keeping the cutlet crunchy without feeling greasy. Seasoning is key at this stage. Some chefs mix salt and pepper directly into the flour or egg, while others prefer to let the natural flavor of the pork shine through. Either way, the layers work together to create a textured, flavorful coating that's hard to resist. Accompaniments. What's a great tonkatsu without the sides? The accompaniments not only enhance the dish but also balance its richness. Traditional options include shredded cabbage. Crisp, fresh cabbage helps cut through the oiliness, adding a refreshing crunch. Often served with a dollop of creamy Japanese mayo or tangy sesame dressing. Steamed white rice. A simple yet essential side. The plain rice acts as the perfect canvas to soak up the cutlet's juices and any sauce added. Miso soup. A bowl of warm miso soup complements tonkatsu with its savory, umami richness. It's the ideal comfort pairing. Tonkatsu sauce. This thick, sweet savory sauce, similar to Worcestershire sauce but richer, ties the whole meal together. Drizzle it on the cutlet, or dip each bite for a flavor boost. These accompaniments aren't just an afterthought. They're an integral part of the tonkatsu experience. They don't overshadow the pork but elevate it, creating a harmonious balance of flavors. Preparation techniques. Making the perfect tonkatsu starts long before it hits the frying pan. Preparation is the foundation of the dish's signature crispiness and mouth-watering flavor. From marinating the pork to achieving that golden brown crust, each step brings you closer to tonkatsu perfection. Marinating the pork. Marinating isn't mandatory, but it can take the flavor of tonkatsu to the next level. Start by selecting your preferred cut, loin, roshu, for a juicy bite or tenderloin, haya, for a leaner option. Once you have your cutlet, lightly season it. A simple sprinkle of salt and pepper on both sides is a great start, enhancing the pork's natural flavor. If you want extra tenderness and depth, go for a quick marinade. Soy sauce base. Mix soy sauce, a splash of sake, and a pinch of sugar. Simple brine. Use salt water with a squeeze of lemon to boost moisture and flavor. Let the pork rest in the seasoning or marinade for 20 to 30 minutes. Avoid over-marinating, as it can overpower the pork's taste. That's a wrap for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll show you how to make tonkatsu at home with the perfect crispy coating. See you soon. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.